Hey guys, Rexlent here. Welcome to another crash course video, this time for LUCILLA. So, LUCILLA is both a Glacio and Glacio Shave support, as well as Echo support. So over here, you can change her stats to either Resonance Mode Echo or Resonance Mode Glacio Shave. So I'll get more into that later. And as you can see, her ideal team for Glacio Shave, for the most recent team, would be Chisa, LUCILLA, followed by supporting Hiyuki. Now let's get straight into her rotation. I'll first talk about LUCILLA's input rotation. It's really hard, so pay attention. I'm going to switch LUCILLA in, and then you're going to see how complex her input is. So first you intro, whole resonance skill, ultimate, whole basic attack, and then echo. Did you get all that? Jokes aside, LUCILLA is really easy to play. So now I'll talk about her basic attack. Basic attack 1, 2, and 3. On the third basic attack, she snaps a photo, and then she will get half a segment of her gauge. I'll talk more about that later. And then for her resonance skill, you hold down her resonance skill, and there's gonna be 2 arrow pointers, like this. So as long as the arrow pointers land in the yellow zone of that circle, it will be a successful resonance skill where she gets a full gauge instead of half a gauge. So let me demonstrate again. You can just hold it all the way down for guaranteed success, and then she'll get a full gauge. You can also do it on her basic attack when you hold down the third attack. So 1, 2, 3. So the focus ring will appear. Okay, again. So you see how if the arrow, when the arrow lands in the yellow zone, that will be a perfect shot. So you can actually do it right at the beginning, where it's at around 9 and 3 o'clock of the ring, like this. See that? So you just save a little bit more time when you get the hang of it. If not, you can just hold it all the way down and it will finish it for you, and you get the perfect result anyway. When you get perfect result, you can see like a little emoji of LUCILLA on the left, where she's happy. And then if you fail, she does that instead. So now that you have 3 photos, these 3 photos will be used in her ultimate. So her ultimate is cooldown based. Every 25 seconds, you can activate her ultimate. It's not based on energy regen, so you don't need to worry about energy regen stat for LUCILLA. And now comes the ultimate. Once you press ultimate, she goes into her assassin mode. And then this is where you just press and hold basic all the way to spam all the photos. Like that. Just hold it down all the way. She'll finish all the photos for you. And that's it. You're back to base form. And then you do the same again. So you hold down a resonance skill to go into photo mode. So perfect shot gives you 1 bar. And then if you want to get the remaining 2 bars, you can do basic attack. So hold down basic attack and make it perfect shots. See? 1. One more time. 2. And then ultimate again. If you tap ultimate instead of holding ultimate, it's only gonna consume 1 photo, and then the remaining photo will be outside of ultimate. This is what I mean. I'm gonna tap basic attack instead. So the combo is shorter, and then she exits ultimate, and then you only consume 2 photos. I wouldn't recommend this. You're better off using all 3 photos instead, because you're gonna go into cooldown anyway. Of course, in a real team, whenever she intros, she's gonna get photos right away, like this. 2 photos right away. That's why you only need to press skill, resonance skill. Hold it. And then you got 3. And then you just ultimate. And then you press and hold basic all the way. And then you want to use the Echo. This Glamoth will buff the next character when she outros. And that's when you bring Hiyuki. Another cool thing, if you haven't noticed, is that LUCILLA comes with her own camera mode. So down here, her camera on keyboard is the G button. So she goes into camera like this, and you can also activate a filter. And when you take a picture of materials in the open world, and you snap a photo, she's going to collect all of it within the viewfinder. You can also do this on echoes, so if when you defeat enemies, you can just snap a photo, and she's going to collect all the echoes. So that's just another gimmick for her camera. Another thing is that she can stay in ultimate form indefinitely as long as you don't do her combo. You can also remain on her ultimate indefinitely as long as you don't do the 3rd hit of her basic attack. So 1, 2, and then you see the 3rd hit is glowing. So at higher sequences, she's gonna have some passive buffs when she's in ultimate mode. So you can just leave her at ultimate and then you just switch to other characters and then they will get the passive buff, useful for open world. Now, when it comes to leveling her skills, it's already obvious from this screen. Level her inherent skill and then the middle three, Liberation, Forte Circuit, and Resonance skill. And then you can leave a normal attack and intro skill at level 6 or even higher if you like her. For LUCILLA's support, she does two things. For Glacio, she does 8% reduced Glacio res, and then when you switch to Echo mode, she gives 25% Echo skill damage bonus whenever she does her skill. And for her outro, she gives 60% Glacio Shave damage amp, so this will greatly benefit Hiyuki. And then in Echo mode, she's gonna give 50% Echo skill damage boost to the next Resonator. So very good for Sigrika. She also triggers 4 Echo skills in total, 3 from her photos and 1 from her own Echo, benefiting both Sigrika and Phrolova. Another thing is that LUCILLA has this buff called Zoom, which gives crit damage increase of Echo skills by 10%, and this will stack up to 4 stacks, so that's another increase of 40% crit damage for Echo skills. And now for Echo build, if you were gonna use her as a Glacio support, we're gonna be using the same set as Hiyuki, Wishes of Quiet Snowfall, except this time for the top slot, you're gonna equip it on Glamoff, because Glamoff gives Glacio damage bonus to the next Resonator after you activate it. So it's gonna be the 3-4-3-1-1 configuration. The usual 4 cost, you're gonna go double crit. For the 3 cost, just go for double Glacio, and for the 1 cost, go for attack percentage. And then for the substats, double crit followed by attack percentage, followed by basic attack, followed by flat attack, and then energy regen. She doesn't need any energy regen since her ultimate is based off cooldown. Now, if you want to use her as a support for Echo team, like Sigrika, then you can equip Moonlit Clouds on her. For Moonlit Cloud, the main stat and substats will all be the same. Now, if you want LUCILLA to support Phrolova specifically, then she will be using a completely different Echo set. For that one, we're gonna be using 3 pieces of Law of Harmony for the 3-set effect, followed by 2 pieces of Rejuvenating Glow, because the main effect of the 4-cost fallacy, when you activate it, it's gonna give 10% attack to the whole team. As for her signature weapon, it's really good as usual, Glacio Shave damage bonus and also team-wide attack increase. If you can't get it, then you can also settle for Cantarella's weapon. If you don't have that, then you can also use String Master or even Cosmic Ripples or any other yellow weapon, followed by Battle Pass weapon. Now let's go through her sequences briefly. S0 is already good enough, and as usual, S1 is just quality of life. Your focus ring will always be perfect. And then LUCILLA will also gain crit rate bonus for 20%. And like most S1, LUCILLA is going to gain immunity to interruptions when she does her resonance skill, and also basic attack during her ultimate, the last hit of it, because that one can be interrupted. S2 is where she caps as a support when she's in her ultimate form. If she's set to Glacio Shave, she's going to do a constant DOT to enemies around her. And when she's in Echo mode, straight up 40% damage amp to the team. So these buffs will last as long as her ultimate is active and remain effective for 30 seconds after it ends. That's why I mentioned if you have LUCILLA, you can simply use her ultimate and then switch her out. And then they will get all the S2 buffs all the way. Would be really good for open world. For S3, very straightforward. The last combo of her ultimate will have 100% damage increase. For S4, when she does her combo during ultimate, she's also going to pull in enemies and also give herself attack increase. S5, 50% damage increase for her combos during ultimate. So S6 is big damage. All you need to know is that her ultimate is going to get an increase of 600%. Very, very, very big damage. And also when she defeats an enemy, her Forte gauge will be full again when she gets out of combat. So this will be very helpful for open world design. You just need to know that whenever you finish her ultimate, there's still the 25 seconds cooldown to be mindful of. Team composition wise, this is the team you already saw for Glacio Shave. So be sure to set LUCILLA to Glacio Shave over here, Resonance Mode Glacio Shave. So it'll be Chisa, LUCILLA, and Hiyuki. If you don't have Chisa, then you can also use Shorekeeper. And for Echo team, it's gonna be Shorekeeper, LUCILLA, and Sigrika. Unfortunately, I did a skip Rika, so I need to wait for a rerun. So here's a picture of an orange. And same thing, make sure to set LUCILLA to Resonance Mode Echo, and you're all good. And this will be for Phrolova team. Same thing, set her to Echo mode. You'll be starting with Phrolova, followed by LUCILLA, followed by Cantarella. And then the Echo will be different, 3-piece Law of Harmony and 2-piece Rejuvenating Glow, just so you can equip a Fallacy of No Return. And that's it for the guide. Hopefully it has been helpful to you in understanding how to play LUCILLA. Very simple. Glacio support or Echo support. Consider leaving a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this guide with your friends if you think it's useful. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.